What's going on, diecast enthusiasts? We are back. First, I just want to say, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing very well. We're doing very well. I'm here with my wife, Christine, and she has just completed her 5-car premium set.
Hi, everyone.
So we're going to go through and find out what makes these cars very cool and highly collectible. We're going to start off with the Super Van, which is Sleeping Beauty. So it says up here, the wondrous to see, glorious to hear, a magnificent new motion picture, Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty. So I think the artwork is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how it's the classic, Disney, even though it's from 2018, as it says on the back here. But it's that classic design. They didn't actually, remake it, which kind of has that iconic Disney feel to it, which I really like. And definitely a neat little car that has Maleficent on it, like JT had mentioned. You kind of see that tree in the back there too, which is really nice detail. And then you've got the 3 fairy godmothers on the back, which are also very iconic in helping Sleeping Beauty there to kind of defeat Maleficent. You can kind of see on the back card, it's got the knight and Maleficent in both forms there, like the townspeople and castle.
It's also got the three demons down here in front of Maleficent. I don't really remember those in the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched this movie in a really long time. So it might be one that we have to rewatch.
I think so. I remember being a kid, I always liked Sleeping Beauty. This is the Hot Wheels Premium, and we have metal on metal, so that's a metal body, metal base, and Rail Rider tires, which are premium wheels, and these are considered real rubber tires. I think the wheels look really nice too. It's all shiny wheels.
Really nice.
Tanks do look really nice.
So you got a haircut.
Yes, yes. My wife cuts my hair. I got fed up paying $25 for a haircut, and also I had a barber ever since I was a child. He no longer cuts hair, and I had one good barber after that. And then after that, I couldn't find any good barbers out there. And my haircut is high and tight. I call it a military long cut. And that's very simple. Just number 3. Just all the way around. So, instead of being charged $25 for it, which is outrageous for a haircut.
It's probably more than that now.
It probably would. Yeah, inflation went up. So, my wife cuts my hair for free. Is getting back to it. Very nice van. I love the artwork on the side. And honestly, I think that's very appropriate for a van. I think a van is a huge canvas to paint with, and what better to paint it with than dragons, knights, and spooky forests. So anyways, I definitely like it. The Super Van is a 1970s van. Looks really nice, and I think we're going to keep it.
We are going to keep it.
We are going to keep it. So moving on. We have Alice in Wonderland. This is everyone's favorite casting, or one of them anyways, the Volkswagen Deluxe station wagon. And do I think this is a station wagon? Absolutely not. The VW bus, and this thing looks incredible. Absolutely, really, really nice. So again, we have all the characters in the background here.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. This actually reminds me, since you said the bus in VW, actually did a wedding that they converted a VW bus into their photo booth. And it did. It looked just like this, except it was red. Instead of having Alice in Wonderland on it. But it is kind of fun that she goes to a tea party and the wedding had it as a photo booth.
That is so cool.
So it's an iconic feature, I think, as well. That's a little fun fact. I like how on the back it says Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland, even though you can't really read it. Use your imagination, it's there. But we have her on the front having tea with the Mad Hatter. And
looks like the rabbit.
That's not the rabbit, because the rabbit's
a rabbit's on the back here. Yeah.
With his clock, because he's late. He's late. He's late.
He's always late.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I definitely like the artwork, too. And the color of the van is really, really nice.
Yeah, I like the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Is it shiny paint?
It's so shiny. It's a shiny paint. Oh, I love the shiny paint. Shiny paint. It is shiny
nice
paint.
And glittery, which is nice. Oh, what do we got on top here?
So we got some designs. So it looks like there's the potion. on the
Oh,
rear.
yep, drink me. And maybe those are the treats on the front here.
I think those are the treats, or they're the teacups.
Teacups. They look like teacups, yeah.
I definitely like this. This is one of my favorite VW vans or buses. You do have a lot of the windows, and I think that is really cool in itself, and a canopy up here. So not only do you have these little windows on the side adding extra light, but you have windows all around this, and you have a little pop-up canopy. So I think that's one that you could actually camp in. It's not the panel VW bus. For whatever reason why, the T1 and the deluxe station wagon are very sought after. I think it's just because it's a VW bus, a VW van, if you will. We're definitely happy to have it, and I think it looks great. You know, the artwork, the detail, everything about it, just really, really nice.
Yeah, I really like that all of the characters are on the front there too. So you have Alice and the Mad Hatter. You even have the Queen, and then you have the croquet sticks coming out over here.
Oh yeah, right there.
He's got a cranky neck. He must have been Alice's. And then you've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Get the walrus.
Yeah, and you've got the caterpillar.
Right down there.
So it definitely ties them all in together, which is really nice detail as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Me too.
So we like it. We're going to keep it. And again, this is the same thing, 2018. And the reason why we're doing this is because we have completed this set. So I went down to my buddy at Diecast Cartel, and I found the last two cars. We have the 3D livery and the bread box. So we are going to get to those. So let's go with Pinocchio, shall we?
We shall.
So Pinocchio is a 66 Dodge A100. It's another van, and again, vans have a huge canvas to do artwork with, and I think this is really stellar. So
Stella. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I like how they are all the same, right? They all have that fun border around them of lights in all different colors, so they're kind of tied together, but they're different and unique in themselves. And I like how this one also has that Walt Disney's Pinocchio. You can kind of see it on the sides there, which is neat. I feel like it just like showcases him. So you have Pinocchio, who's a real boy, as we've talked about in our other videos. But don't get him to start talking too much, because if he starts lying, we all know.
Yeah, he's going to poke you in the eye.
Not nice.
No, not nice at all.
But he's got his conscience there. It's a little Jiminy Cricket on the front thing, and which is the exact same picture, which is kind of cool, that you see on the front here. And Alice was kind of more zoomed in on like the three front people.
So
they're a little different. Right. They're kind of reversed.
Yep.
But this one's almost exactly the same, just a little bit shinier and a little bit more detail and that magic of him becoming a real boy. With Jiminy right by his side. We also have Jiminy on the back here.
Yep.
Which is nice. And then you've got like the...
When you wish upon a star.
Yep, you see that
Makes
blue
no
star
difference
right there?
Who you are.
See that star right there.
Yeah, that's the star.
That's where the blue
actually
fairy
really cool.
came down.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that star right there is the shiniest one in the sky, if you check that out. So very cool. You know, it's like the thing about Hot Wheels and Disney is that they do add a lot of little details that are very significant to the casting and character. So I think that's really cool. And I think a A100 is a really cool van. So as a Mopar fan myself, I do like the casting. I think it's a really cool van. It really is.
I like that the interior is red. It kind of represents his overalls. But the car itself is blue like his tie.
Yes, definitely cool. And again, we have metal on metal, metal body, metal base, real ride of tires. As you can tell, we have some tire treads there. So very nice car indeed. We definitely like it. We are definitely going to keep it. Now, moving on to something very kind of unique is the 3D livery. And this is a motorcycle with a delivery back. So it has a delivery body in the back, which you would see in other countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, China, where they actually do have motorcycles that make deliveries in vans like this. Or not vans like this, but motorcycle, whatever, delivery vehicles. I don't know what this thing is called. So, but it is, what is it? Robin Hood and the Merry,
It's
the Merry
heavy.
Men. Yeah, I know, right?
It's got some weight to it for sure.
Don't throw that at someone. You'll send them to Concussion Central.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, Concussion Central is a bad place to be. Being in a concussion for too long is bad for your health, by the way. Not sure if anyone knows that. Little PSA there.
But if you look on the back there, you can see that it says Robin Hood. It's a little different wording, though, on it. Something production. Maybe it must say Merriment. Merrimantage Productions. Maybe. We won't know because we're not going to open it, unfortunately. Because I am curious, because these have one picture on the other side. Is it the same picture on both sides? We might need to get another set and find out.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to look for another one.
But it's definitely nice. It's got like a little comic strip kind of feel going on this one. Meet Robin Hood and his merry
Menagerie.
Menagerie. I'm totally wrong. This is another movie that I have not seen in a very long time.
I used to love this movie when I was a kid.
We might have to rewatch it. All I can think of is the merriment in Once Upon a Time and Robin Hood and all that fun stuff. If you've never seen Once Upon a Time, it's definitely a great movie. Or not movie. It's a TV series. It's on Hulu. And it's definitely a great thing to watch if you haven't seen it.
Absolutely. It was a very good show.
We have Prince John, the Lying Monarch, his slippery, tongue-tied serpent.
Pharaoh Tuck.
And then
the sheriff.
Little John. I don't know.
Very cool.
A very cool car. I mean, you get the storage in the back, so like when they, steal things, they have somewhere to put it.
From the rich to give to the poor.
Right. And a motorcycle, you get that fast getaway, although it's not very quiet.
No, that is not a quiet motorcycle.
So
that thing is very loud.
I don't know about delivery on this one.
Well, it's also kind of funny. What I do like about it is it does have some kind of like come get me attitude. Like Outlaw has a reward poster on the back. But when you go and put your wanted poster on the back of your getaway vehicle, I mean, that's an ego trip. 100%.
Or is it just being sneaky to get away with it?
I think it's more of saying, like, come get me. And, like daring the law to chase him.
But if they don't know it's him.
I don't know. I mean.
They just look like he blends in because they're looking for him too.
That's true. I didn't think about that. The color, got these wicked long exhaust pipes on the side. These big tires. I mean, looks really cool. Again, metal base. Metal body, real rider tires, and I think it looks awesome. That being said, I like it. I'm going to keep it.
I'm going to keep it too.
Yeah, we're going to keep it. So now let's get to our last but not least, probably saved the best for last, and this was a favorite from when I was a child as well, was Dumbo. And this is the bread box, and we have an open roof so we can see what's inside. And what we have here is the engine is right next to the driver. And we have Dumbo as a baby elephant, very happy. He's flying through the air. And then we have the little mouse as his friend. And it's a very cute little truck. So I believe this would be an ice cream truck. I want everything to be ice cream trucks.
You want everything to be an ice cream truck.
That's because it looks like an ice cream truck, but it says bread box. So it's a bread truck. Man, I could go for some ice cream.
Let's go.
What I like about it is it's got like a little bit of the circus up here. So we have like the circus canopy on the top.
Which is a nice feature as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it kind of ties in everything too, where it says Walt Disney's Dumbo. And you've got the circus animals and they're playing and having a good time. And you can kind of tell at the top that it is the tent by this little
That's right.
picture here. And again, another one of these movies that like we might have to rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
The originals, not the remakes, because this one has a pretty good remake too. But kind of reacquaint ourselves with these classics.
Yeah.
I remember loving this movie as a kid too.
I think it was one of my favorites. And it was very sad in the beginning with Dumbo's mom. Mm-hmm. So I remember that being a sad part for me. But
that was a Walt Disney, almost every Disney movie. Parent was lost because he lost his parent.
Mm-hmm. So, but getting back to the vehicle, I think it's pretty cool. It is a fabulous little truck. It really is.
Bread box.
The bread box. Not ice cream
Not
truck.
ice cream.
No, not ice cream.
But yeah, I like the color of this. Definitely one of my favorite colors. And I like that you can see Dumbo kind of flying through the air in this one.
You know what I like about Dumbo being on the side of the truck is that he looks happy.
He is happy. Like, he's a little smile there. You can tell by his eyes, too.
Yep.
So, he's got his little friend in his hat, which is a nice little cute feature.
Yep. What I also like about it is that you can tell, like, there's, like, these little fine details here, like the rivets on the side. So, see where they are? Like, up and down, and then right across. So, kind of like a real delivery van. So, wicked nice.
Yeah, I like that you can see inside, too.
Mm-hmm. Don't see any bread, let alone ice cream.
Might be there.
Could be.
We may never know.
I think it's a really cool little van.
Yeah.
It's not a very popular casting, which is unfortunate. So, anyways, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is all the time that we have for you today. Thank you for hanging out with us and checking out some of Christine's Disney cars, completed 5-car set.
Woo-hoo.
Disney Premiums. 2018 was the release date. So, very happy that we have all 5 of them. Okay, so that being said, we're going to go. Collect what you like, and if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, man. So do it right at the time of your life. Later, taters.